Before we could do day 15 on the Camino, we had to take a day to go from Framista to Leon via train. Doing this would skip 100 kilometers of the Camino, but because of the issues with Jody's leg, we felt it was the best thing to do in order to stay on target for finishing before our flight home. Our day began with a walk from our pension to the Framista train station. You certainly sensed the town had seen better days in the past. Amazingly, we ran into Margot, our Swedish friend, at the train station and rode with her to our destination. The arrival in Lyon was slightly jarring. It is a big city, and we happened to arrive on the day of the Festival of Saint-Jean. We had no idea what was going on, but groups of young adults dressed in the colors of some sponsoring group played instruments, sang songs and chanted, danced and had plenty to drink. That is my summary of the Festival of Saint-Jean. We had lunch right in the shadow of the impressive Lyon Cathedral. While we were there, the parade of festival participants went by. We toured the cathedral, enjoying its architecture and history. The next morning, our plan was that I would walk alone and Jody would catch a bus. We would meet again at our destination in Hospital de Orbigo. I left at 6:15 in the morning and found the streets of Lyon still had revelers from the previous day's festival. While I began my walk out of the city, Jody enjoyed breakfast in the cafeteria of the monastery we had stayed in the previous night. It is lonely out here. Jody arrived at the bus station and surprisingly found Margot again. They made plans to travel together, but experienced a comedy of errors.
Okay, so what happened was we tried to get on the bus, but it wasn't the right bus, so they wouldn't let us on, and we couldn't figure it out, and there was nobody in that whole nice, big, beautiful bus station, and my friend from Sweden was freaking out. She meant to get here today and then continue on walking to the next big town. So finally I said to her, what if we just take a taxi and we can split it? And she was like, oh, okay. So we went outside and right away we found a taxi driver. She negotiated down the price, and here we are. Like, again, it was about a half an hour ride. We saw all the people walking on the Camino on like kind of like this, like it's just hot and dry right next to the road. Brian is on an alternate route, which is a little further, but it's more not going along the busy road. So she just went off to find the Camino to keep walking, and I think I'm pretty close to our hostel that we're staying, our albergue where we're staying tonight. So I'll just go check it out, see what time check-in is.
It was one of my warmest days of walking. The last 15 kilometers were with two Croatian pilgrims that helped me pass the time. Hospital de Orbigo is a lovely little town on the banks of a river. After resting in the shaded backyard of our albergue, we went into town to find dinner with some of our fellow pilgrims. Lo and behold, this village was celebrating their own Festival of Saint-Jean while we were there.